Who wants to do the recap?
Welcome to episode 47, back to the battlefield. I want to point out we're coming up
Um,
a full
I
worth of
I I
videos.
can, I guess.
Thank you.
I don't particularly got all of it, but
We'll jump in and help
We
out.
will fill in the blanks where we can.
so we caught up with Melvin facing a beholder, literally facing a beholder. Red was outside and was caught being a fly and turned back into a person. And a battle ensued while Ellie decided to make herself invisible and run down and attempt to see what she could do to get in the vault. Theo was also doing the same and tried to free the prisoners that were there. The Blackguard, who were apparently much gnarlier than we thought, decided to attack. What was that?
Everyone underestimated the Blackguard.
Yeah.
Well, I stopped underestimating them after they double thunder smited Red in the face.
Yeah.
One of them. After that, I went, oh.
Theo would like
to. So that happened. Jeff is still fighting two bugbears in the ring at this point. Holman is kind of running around deciding what to do, whether he should pursue them or stay with Jeff. The plan does not go well. Melvin is killed by Magnus, the Beholder. Red is killed by the Blackguard. The prisoner that Theo allowed to escape was also killed by a Blackguard. The rest of the party attempted to flee and make their way out, while Jeff tried to. Jeff finished the fight, pulling out his warhammer and being accused of cheating. But Jeff tried to. Huh?
Sure was.
Jeff tried to just mingle with the patrons and not make himself associated with this, and went to pick up his winnings and then make his way out. And on his way out, he decided to pick up and disarm the bomb that we had left and carry it with him. From there on, we went to King Craig's castle.
Was Theo? So I want to say here, this was under King Craig. Hit on his, oh King Craig, oh King. They've stolen all your, and then we found out some.
Yeah, and King Craig was unaware of the money that we had been gifted by Adam, his Viscount or whatever. We also learned. Yeah, that's why I said like his Viscount or whatever. That's when we also learned that King Craig actually knew of Magnus and his casino, and we questioned why his agent did not tell us of this. And he questioned it as well, actually, and then questioned his Viscount or right-hand man. And we kind of made some arrangements with Craig of like, maybe if you could talk to him, that'd be good. We're sorry. And he told us to come to him directly. And then we got some teleportation ability from him to go search for Jeff's item. and we teleported to the forward operating base of the battlefield between Mineria and Asango.
Yep, that was pretty much it. And you guys find
Oh.
yourself at the battlefield, or not the battlefield, I guess the end of the constructions.
I just there was a little scuffle with the guards and stuff on the way out. But yeah.
Oh, we
Is Holman here today?
Holman is. Oh,
Hello.
Holman is.
So you find yourself at the border of Mineria and Asengo.
Jeff, would you like?
Yeah, I was gonna say Jeff's gonna go straight up into the FOB and see if I can find one of the COs that I recognize.
Okay. What are you looking for here, Jeff? What are you thinking?
Like I said, I'm looking for one of the like COs, like either whether it be the general
Right.
that we talked
It
to.
is not currently staffed at all. There's no one guarding here. It's just a construction zone, and not anyone is manned. It does appear to be the rainy season. It appears nobody is concerned about an attack at this time. If you recall, we talked about it with being a very seasonal and repetitive thing.
Yeah, yeah. Um. So there's no one like in charge here.
There's nobody even there. Everybody is
Oh,
tending to their farms or hiding from the rain.
you said construction, so I was curious. Okay.
Oh, you can see like that there's materials and things for construction, but you can also see that like it's recently rained, the ground is in fact still wet. So nobody seems to be like nobody's doing construction, everybody's gone back to the local village. But
Okay.
the village is, miles away.
Okay. Um, I before we do anything else, I would like to look around for plans of what they're building if I see construction material there.
Give me a perception check.
One, two.
You can see that they are continuing to build the wall. You see that there is supplies to make concrete that's covered up pretty well to shield it from the water with canvas that's been dipped in wax.
Okay.
And it looks like they are getting ready to dig out the trenches to pour the foundations. And this is why they couldn't do it in the rain, as the walls would instantly crumble and turn to mud, and they would sink into their hole.
Yes, that's how concrete works.
Right, and add rain.
Uh, okay. Uh, can I like lead the party up to the top of the wall that's already built and see if we can look out across the border?
Yes, you can. You get up to the top of the wall, which is a substantial 15
I'm a,
yards high.
binocular eyes.
Yep. Looking out over the plains, you can see a village. You really can't see it, but you can just make out
That it's there,
this.
basically.
Right. It's like a break in the horizon, essentially. And you can also see way off in the distance the signs of the Great River. And you see great rolling grasslands that appear to be mostly wild, broken up with large boulders and rolling hills that you can see. You can see herds of wildebeest running and large wild birds, uh, and you even hear the roar of a lion as you're looking over the grasslands.
I don't really see any tribes lined up though. Just that village.
Yeah, not in your current like vision. You know that the tribes of Asengo are mostly nomadic warrior tribes. There's nomads that follow the herds of wildebeest and
Yeah.
live off of the herds. Various ways of life for the tribes. The god of Asengo is known for his warrior mentality, and he values those who use raw physical strength to overcome other tribes and celebrates great warriors as long as they don't use magic.
Right. I do remember that from our battle.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell the party like that dream I had. There was a camp, and they seemed to be pretty close to the river, but it was at the bend. I think it's pretty close to on this map where that E is.
Well,
And
do you want to get
I don't.
walking?
Well, Jeff, I feel like you're kind of the leader of this specific expedition.
You know, they say it's a pretty small world after all, so I think we should go for it, guys.
I mean, I wasn't trying to be, but it seems like I've kind of been the leader of this whole ordeal here.
Well, you are the senior member. Also, quite
Yeah, this is your item, to be fair. If any
Yeah.
time was appropriate for you to actually be the leader, it would be now.
Well, um, as far as I know, the plains of Asengo are pretty open. I don't know how receptive their towns will be to us, so I don't know if you want to go check that out or not. but I will leave that up to you guys. But I think we should start getting going and looking for that camp. Before we move, being where we are, can we find any carts or sleds or things or carriages?
What's with this party's upset?
Yeah, let's just walk and fly.
I told you, there's a very specific reason for my character to use a sled.
There's lots of building materials right nearby. There's no tools that you can see. There's a couple of rusted things that are left behind, but that's about it.
I have smith's tools and artisan's tools. Can I make a sled?
Make a good campsite.
Every
first.
time. Every time. It's amazing.
I also have proficiency with both.
If we're gonna make a campsite, I think I have a really useful spell that'll help give us a safe place to sleep. Jacob, can you check my spell list for some type of hut?
Liamon's tiny hut.
That might be it.
What's the one on the walking legs?
Dude, if we could put the hut on the
I
cart, that would be
linked
amazing.
the hut in.
Oh, what's her name has that spell?
That's Baba Yaga's.
Baba
Yeah.
Lasagna. Yeah.
Baba Lasagna's hut, or house, or whatever.
Ah, yes, Baba Lasagna. With the haunted lasagna.
Baba Yaga,
Her son is Pizza the Hut.
No, no, no.
a
Baba
boogeyman
Lasagna.
type figure in Slavic lore.
This
Listen, I couldn't pronounce it. I accidentally said Baba Lasagna one time and it stuck. I don't mean to insult anyone's culture. We just thought it was funny.
look, this is
Yeah.
Fiumbe. Baba Lasagna's folklore story.
Was also, I was still pointing out my perceived mispronunciations on his part. So settling on mispronunciations just to piss other people off was also probably a motivator.
You mean mispronunciation?
I'm gonna throw a tomato at your face.
Fantastic. Okay, where do you wish to go, guys?
I say we get walking. Though if Jeff wants to
I
make
agree.
a cart, let's find a good spot to hang out in, where we can have a fire.
I just want to make a rudimentary sled because if Jeff can sit on a sled and be pulled, I can short rest. Which means
Does anybody have survival tools on them? Or woodworking tools, preferably?
I have artisans and smiths tools.
All right, fair enough. We're making a sled. What would you argue is an appropriate role? The survival is, other than survival, I guess, because I think it works, but it's not spectacular.
Intelligence?
No, it didn't. I don't know why I'm using
Coleman
Discord
would
right now.
like to bond, and so add an extra D4 to that.
Okay, But what am I rolling?
Survival.
Survival. Not my best. Not my best.
Not your best work either.
But I get a +4. Oh wait.
Looking,
Oh no,
Jeff,
no, no.
you're an artisan, and you know that this sled might make it a couple of miles, might even make it the day, but it's not going to make it.
Cool. I don't need it to last forever.
Okay. Where are you guys headed, by the way?
I would say I think we head straight north into the plains, but
That was what
kind
I
of
was going to do.
keep an eye on that village.
Hey Jeff, actually, do you mind holding on to my bags for me? I can take off and essentially act as lookout from the sky.
You're headed towards the river, or you're headed kind of north directly, but not towards the village, right?
Will Holman be able to see through the tall grass?
It depends. Not everywhere.
You can mind
Back.
link. If you mind link with Corin, you can at least get like a radio feed of what he sees as he's flying up ahead or overhead.
Are you in Aarakocra or Kenku?
In Aarakocra.
Okay. Yeah, I would think we head like kind of straight north to where the river bends out to the right there.
Just follow the river. Yeah, actually, I like that. I like that idea. It's a good, consistent thing for us to follow, and it's a source of fresh water.
Yeah, like not
Fewer
even follow the
directions that we can
river,
be attacked.
but like
Oh, I see.
head there to that break point, to that turn point, and then follow the river from there.
The first bend or second bend from the south,
Uh,
or you want to
from
follow the Mynerian state line to where it bends off to.
let me just draw. I'm thinking like right there.
Okay, the second.
Yeah.
Feel free to talk about plans while I do some math.
Oh shit.
As long as
Accidentally
we're
put
going over the open plains with Corin overhead, moving during the day, we really shouldn't be surprised by anything. So that'll be nice.
Yeah. And then
But
I do it doesn't need to be DM talk time, but it's a little meta. If I remember correctly from our conversation, you did say their camp was near the river, correct? Or am I wrong about that?
I don't recall saying that specifically, but you also know that it's likely it's a nomadic tribe that would move
Oh,
fairly
okay.
often, being a warrior tribe.
You don't have to give any more information. That was the only thing I needed to know. I just wasn't sure about that.
Sorry, 1 second.
So the bend is roughly 80 miles away from you, just over, give or take. So that's gonna be just over 2 days travel for you guys. About 2.5 days travel, actually.
That seems pretty fast, even.
Yeah, Sungo's not as big as it looks.
No, I just mean 80
Oh.
miles in 2 days is a lot.
30 days. That's traveling at your fastest pace. You would not be ready for combat if somebody came across you. At your average pace, you're looking at 4 days.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3 to 4 seems more likely.
Yeah, it depends on your pace. So if you wish to go fast, you can do it. If you want to go at a more prepared pace where you're going to be looking around for ambush, anything like that, you're looking about 4 days.
Based on the
While Jeff is rested, Jeff will carry the sled himself. And I will only use the sled when I need to
I'm sorry, did
recover.
you say carry?
I mean, like towing, whatever.
I'm just making
Jeff got like a tow hitch on that.
I figure there's ropes attached to it, and we're just pulling it.
Yeah, you guys just left that horse at the village in Jengal.
Yeah.
We're
I
making
wanted
a
that.
quick getaway.
But yeah,
Sorry
so
about the
basically,
horse.
while rested, I will tow my own sled. I don't care. I can carry that. It's more of if we get into a fight and I expend myself,
You're 12 now.
everyone can carry me, and I can get some stuff back. Oh yes, I do. And mentioning that, I do have to level up myself.
You're level 12.
Does anybody else need to work on their level up, or is everyone had a quick one?
I need to do mine, but it's nothing like really crazy or
I wanted
anything.
to reorganize spells.
Okay. I hate when I accidentally think aloud on Discord. I even have push to talk on, and I still do.
Considering sometimes you forget about push.
Need a feat.
So you guys make it through your first day of travel without encountering any harassment. You keep your eye on the village. You can see off in the distance that there is traffic going in and out of it. It appears to be friendly traffic. But none of it comes towards you. You see that some of them are aware of your guys' group moving through the grasses. As you're traveling, there's patches that you guys follow that are not covered with grass and easier for everyone in the party to travel through. Um, having Jeff in his sled with you does slow you down a bit. Other than that, though, you're good to go. Everyone, give me a survival check looking for a campsite.
While we watch these people passing, do I recognize any like company banners or symbols on them?
Give me a perception check, please.
Deception, perception. Wait, that was performance. Sorry. Misclicked.
You can see that they are the ones that do have flags seem to have random tribes that are known for either trade of uh, a fur of a certain animal that they follow the herds of, or something like that. So they're fairly large and health or wealthy. Um, Other than that, you don't really notice anything, and you're not familiar with the symbols you do see just because um, you, Ascend goes fairly private and cut off from the rest of
Okay.
Anybody else wish to do anything?
No, Theo and Holman and
Okay. You guys find an okay campground. Jeff, Jeff, give me a survival check, please.
I did earlier. I rolled a 9.
Oh, I see. Yeah. You feel that to truly be safe, you need 2, possibly 3 people. Being out in the grasslands, there's not a great way to avoid exposure where you're at.
Including Jeff or aside from Jeff?
Always including Jeff. Not including Jeff,
Okay.
but I assume that you guys know.
Yeah, well, Jeff's one.
Orin will go second.
I mean, Jeff's there the entire night, basically.
Yeah.
Jeff, he can take both shifts. But he counts as one.
Somebody else want to go first?
I guess Coral will take the first shift.
I'll take Holman will
Okay. Remembered my towers, suckers. You guys hear howling in the night, maybe hyenas or some other wild creatures, but none of it seems to come near you. when you wake up in the morning, Jeff, give me a survival check.
Okay. Ho-ho!
When you come out in the morning, your sled looks like it did roughly when you started. So, as rickety as it was, it lasted a day and it seems to be holding up currently.
The- this one's not like a sled we were trying to get before. This one's just a makeshift, like if we need it.
Hmm. Well, I guess what do you mean by that?
Like the
What is the
sleds we made
size and
the sleds we made before were like actually crafted to be carried behind horses and shit. This one I rather just kind of pieced together with some scrap wood I found to like I said, if I get expent, like okay, you guys can carry me on the sled so I can
oh,
expend. That's what I'm thinking at least.
so as you guys get started off on your day, everybody give me a perception check.
By the way, I'm at like a 15-minute warning or so.
You guys sense that you're coming into well, several of the party. Jeff, Corin, and Leo. Lilo definitely does.
DM, while flying above the party, can Corin see anything of the ambush?
Corin, you spot 9 men hiding behind rocks.
Right. I'm gonna actually, before I do descend, does it appear like they've seen me?
One of the men holding sticks looks up at you.
All right. Corin's gonna drop down to the party pretty quickly, and let them know. 9 men hiding behind the rocks on either side of the road, and at least one of them saw me, so they know we're coming.
Yep.
One's
I
gonna
have
want to bond with it.
sticks.
Theo would like to pull up his.
Theo just ghosts. All right, everybody, I'm gonna
Lilo,
put you guys on the map, and you can put your tokens in place.
Lilo goes ahead and tunes the instrument.
Do we have somebody to control?
What class is Ellie?
Ellie is a sorcerer, right?
I'll play Ellie then.
Okay, give me a Okay, it should be clear. You can take hold. Tokens are unlocked.
Ooh.
None of the tokens are dis- yeah. I have the wrong Lilo.
What?
Well, I upgraded your token and your character and everything, or your character picture.
Got it.
Well, I still got a few minutes, and I don't want to cut off. But if we're gonna start a combat, I would say this might be a good place to cut.
Okay, I'd like
Everybody
to
roll for well,
place
we'll roll
bardic
for the initiative later.
inspiration. Oh, sorry. I was going to say I'd like to place bardic inspiration on Jeff. It's off to war we go. It's off to war we go. Yeah, get the idea. But kind of quietly because I'm afraid of I don't want to warn the ambush people, so I'm kind of whispering it.
Get the inspiration.
But yeah, we will roll for initiative. You guys are meeting some old friends. So I hope everybody enjoyed the session. Welcome to Ascengo. It's about to get crazy. I guess.
Woo!
Woo! Right, I'll go ahead.